Most brands on Amazon fail in Q4, and instead of making the most amount of money they've made in any quarter, they end up losing the most amount of profits. In this video, I'm going to show you all the mistakes that these brands are making, and I'm going to explain exactly how you can avoid all of these mistakes. Step by step, this is going to be very detailed and you're going to love it. Guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Mina Alais. I'm the founder of Trivium Group, which is an Amazon marketing agency. We take over brands and help them figure out Amazon, which is a huge black box. And this is just another reason why I'm making this video, because most people don't understand how things work on Amazon in Q4. It's very different than how things work off of Amazon in Q4, like D2C, Shopify, Facebook ads, Google ads, all that stuff. Very different. Amazon is like Narnia, and I'm here to explain exactly how things work. So in Q4, most brands are supposed to make significantly more than they've made the entire year. They're supposed to make more revenue and more profit, not just more revenue. And most brands end up failing to do that. Things like low inventory, mismanaging your inventory, not having your ads right, not optimizing your listing right. Those are a few of the things that will kill your sales in Q4. But obviously, I figured out a solution to all of these problems, and I'm gonna show you in this video exactly how you can avoid all of these things in Q4. And make sure to stay until the end of this video, because I'm gonna share with you a way that you can find out all of the things that might be preventing you from making a lot of good sales in Q4. All right, so let's jump right in, because I wanna help you guys figure out these issues. Number one, inventory management. Inventory planning is crucial. Q4 is a time where a few things happen. Number one, sales fluctuate significantly. You can have 25% more sales, 100% more sales, 200% more sales, right? It's very unpredictable. But not only that, check-in times in Q4 are horrible. What I mean by that is, let's say that you do end up selling way more than you anticipated, but you have a ton of stock sitting at a warehouse and you can send it right into Amazon, right? The problem with that is you're gonna send it to Amazon and it's gonna stay checking in for weeks, could be 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It is significantly delayed, which means you can end up running out of stock, not only losing out on those sales, but also losing all of your organic ranks. And it becomes significantly harder and way more expensive for you to win back that rank with PPC and any other strategy. And so it's always a good idea to never run out of stock. So here's a couple of ways where you can prevent running out of stock. First of all, going into Helium 10 Cerebro and looking at historic keyword volumes during that period of time. So let's say your main keyword was doing 30,000 searches a month. You can actually see historically how much it did in Q4. Maybe that 30,000 searches a month became 80,000 searches a month. And you can expect to take your main keywords and check their growth in Q4 and model out what your growth in Q4 is going to be like. But not only that, Helium 10 has brand analytics data. And in that data, you can see exactly how much those other brands have sold in different periods of the year. So for example, you can look at March versus October and November and December and see how much more they were selling in Q4 versus in Q1 or Q2. Now, once you have that expected growth in sales, you'll want to add a buffer and you want to work back. So first of all, you understand your lead time, right? So it takes you 8 weeks to manufacture. So if you order now, it's going to take 8 weeks to get to Amazon. I would add a 1 month buffer for check-in. Now, after that 8-week lead time, plus let's say the 4 weeks of shipping, plus that 4 weeks of buffer, you should have at least 60 days of inventory left, right? Because you never want to cut it tight. Things could go wrong. Things could happen. You could lose a shipment in Long Beach port, things get stuck or whatever. So you want to make sure that you have at least 60 days of inventory to cover any issue. And I know that sounds like it's going to be a lot of inventory. So first of all, let's say you're selling 5,000 units a month. You have to anticipate the growth. Let's say double. So 10,000 units a month. You have to do it for all of Q4. That's 30,000 units a month. On top of that, you have to order enough so that you have 60 days of stock by the time that it arrives. One solution for that is Wayflyer Capital Funding. They basically fund your inventory so you don't have to pay out of pocket. It's super useful for periods like this. I don't recommend usually taking out loans or getting, any sort of funding, but in Q4, this could make or break you. Number two, listings that aren't optimized on Amazon. Now, this is a huge mistake a lot of brands I see doing, because going into Q4, just because you did all right in Q3 does not mean that you're going to do good in Q4. The reason is in Q4, there's going to be a huge increase in traffic. A lot of people are going to be coming onto the platform, including window shoppers. One of the things that window shoppers do is they click on all of your ads. They end up charging you a lot of money, but not converting, which means your organic rank has to be really good. And of all the people that are coming into your listing, you want a huge majority of them to convert. So starting to optimize your listing in Q4 is a little bit too late. Now, if you're watching this video, it's already Q4. There are a few things that you can do right now to improve your listing. Let's talk about click-through rate improvement. Number one, main image optimization. You can go to a site like pickfu.com. You can put your competitors in. You can show their main images, and you can put your current main image, and you can see which products people would pick. And if the majority of people aren't picking yours, you can optimize your main image in different ways. You can make it bigger. You can make it stand out. You can have more text on the label. You can have all of these different elements that stand out on the listing that make it more attractive. And remember who you're selling to. So for example, for me, for MMA Nutrition, electrolyte powder packets or electrolyte powder is a main keyword. So the people that are coming in, I'm looking at their demographics. What do they want to see? They want to see a natural product. They want to see that it hydrates me. They want to see that it's fast hydration. Whatever it may be, sugar-free, all of that stuff. I want to make sure that it's clearly conveyed on my label. Now, this might involve a little bit of label manipulation. It's okay, as long as people recognize your product and think this is pretty much the same product. Maybe a few words here and there are changed. Maybe they added a few logos on the label. I don't think anything is gonna happen. Next, the rest of your images. The rest of your images should sell your product without anyone having to read anything else on your listing. Think of infographics where I'm like, okay, I know why this product is better than everyone else. I know why this product is better than everyone else. I know why this product solves my problem, and I've removed all the doubts. So it has all of the good things all the other products have and none of the bad things that all the other products have. And if you want a quick summary of all of the good and the bad stuff, you can use ChatGPT. You can actually go in there, use the Helium 10 Chrome extension and do the review downloader. And then from there, download all the 1 stars of your competitors, all the 5 stars of your competitors, and have ChatGPT summarize it to tell you what are all of the benefits your competitors have and what are all the negative things your competitors have. And then you can highlight the good stuff and then remove all of the doubts of the bad stuff. Say, we don't have any of this bad stuff and we have all of this good stuff. And make sure that you do that all in the images. You can also do that in the brand story and A+ content. Brand story is an amazing way for you to showcase the mission and the vision of the company, the values, you as the founder, all of these different things, but also they give you access to premium A+. You should definitely take advantage of premium A+ because it showcases your product so much more beautifully than regular A+. And again, you're building this landing page where people are just looking and they don't have to read too much. There's big text, big text, big text, but it's very easy to see. I can figure out, okay, this product is amazing. You know, it's mentioned here. It has all of these benefits. It's solving my problem. It's better than everyone else. Got it. I'm gonna buy it. And they don't have to think too much. They don't have to read too much. Other things that you can do to improve your listing include optimizing your title SEO, optimizing your bullet points SEO. You can do that with Data Dive. Pretty simply, you can go to Battle of the Titles or Battle of the Bullets, input your title, your competitor's title, and see your SEO value versus theirs. And you can basically keep tweaking your title until your SEO value is better than everyone else. Other things you can do, adding UGC videos on your listing. It's so easy to find influencers, right? Like TikTok creators, Amazon Live influencers, bunch of different people, anyone that's gonna make a video for you and have them talk genuinely about the product on your listing. This will definitely add social proof and improve your conversion rate. Also, I suggest that you guys watch this video. I'll put a link in the description. Basically, there's a step-by-step of every single thing you can do to improve your click-through rate and conversion rate. Obviously, it's nicer to hire companies like Trivium to do everything for you professionally, but if you can't afford it, I also wanna give you everything that you need to know on how to do this yourself. And guys, let me show you here, like this is the difference between really well optimized listings, beautiful images, beautiful A+ content versus not really optimized listing. And you can see there's a massive difference. And if you as a shopper were looking at 2 different products, you would choose the ones with better images and better A+ content. So make sure that you're doing that for your own products too. Number 3, you're not leveraging PPC well enough. So there's a few things that are gonna happen in Q4. Number 1, ad spend is gonna go up. There's gonna be a lot more window shoppers, which means you need to be way tighter with your clicks that are not actually getting conversions. You need to make sure that you're adding negative keywords very consistently. Going into your search term report, identifying search terms that are spending money, not generating sales, make sure you're adding them as negatives all the time. But not only that, around Black Friday, Cyber Monday is a very crucial period. That's where a lot of the sales are made. Days like that and other days in the calendar matter a lot, but especially Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Leading up to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you want to increase your ad spend. It's very, very important. You can also go again into Cerebral and see how people are spending in Q4 versus in other quarters. But leading up to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you want to increase your ad spend. And then during those days, you have to be very careful. If you are a product that tends to sell like 10 times more Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you want to probably lower your bids by 10% or maybe keep them the same because you're probably going to spend 2 to 3 times more. But if you're a brand that sells maybe 3 to 4 times more, 2 to 3 times more on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, what you want to do is increase your ad spend up to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the day before, lower your bids by 30%, making sure that all of your sponsored ranks are lower and your organic ranks are what's higher, because you want people to come into your listing from organic and not sponsored. Because I was literally auditing an account right before this, right? And it was Prime Day a week ago, and they sold 3 times more, but their ad spend went up by $2,000 and they had a 20% discount. And the combination of that resulted in 2 days of huge losses. They actually went from making $300 a day in profit to negative $1,000 and negative $2,000 in those 2 days. And I don't want the same thing to happen to you guys. So I want you to make sure that during those days, you are lowering your bids if your product is not proven to sell like 10 times more. Like we have some brands that sell 250K, 100K, 80K, $1 million in Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Those are brands that can support an increase in ad spend, but brands that are just selling 2 to 3 times more, maybe you're usually selling 2,000, you're selling 4 to 6,000. Doing a deal or a promotion on Black Friday, Cyber Monday and increasing your ad spend is gonna hurt tremendously. So again, guys, having a good system and a good plan is gonna be crucial. You wanna be launching campaigns, increasing bids, increasing budgets leading up, and then optimizing bids and adding negatives for any keyword that is underperforming, and then during those days, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you want to lower the bids significantly. Another thing that's huge is retargeting. If you don't have access to Amazon DSP, you can use sponsored display retargeting. And you can retarget anyone who's viewed your listing in the last 7 days, 30 days, whatever. Retargeting is going to help bring back customers that didn't convert. And then obviously with Amazon DSP, it's like 10x way more accurate because you can go after people who viewed your listing but didn't purchase from you or your competitors in a certain amount of time. So it's just a lot more firepower. But if you don't have access to DSP through an agency like us, then you can always do sponsored display, and it's at least something that's remarketing and retargeting people to show your product up in front of these people that already viewed your listing. I also did another video on how you can effectively manage your Amazon PPC. This is for people who don't want to spend hours in Campaign Manager trying to fix everything. I built a nice, easy system for you, and I included my toolbox of all of the different macros and everything that we use in our business to shortcut the time that it takes for you to manage your brand. All right, guys, and this last point is something that you should always be doing no matter what time of the year it is. It's called analyze and adapt. You need to have good data, and you need to always be analyzing that data. What is happening to your sessions? Are you driving more traffic to your listing? What about your click-through rate? Is your click-through rate good? Can it be better? Can you optimize your main image price reviews in a way that's going to bring more people to your listing for the same advertising that you're doing? What about your conversion rate? Is that always improving? Are you doing different things to improve your conversion rate over time? You're going to take action, look at the data, analyze it, interpret it, and then take another action. And you want to have a dashboard like this that covers everything from traffic to conversion, sales, profits, all of that good stuff. PPC spend, PPC sales, total sales, sessions, cost per session, click-through rate, conversion rate, cost per click, ACOS, TACOS. Having all of that in front of you allows you to see what's going on with every single metric and optimize and improve regularly by looking at those things and saying, okay, what are the actions that I can take to influence these different metrics and improve them? And as promised, guys, here's a way that you can figure out everything that you can do to improve and get better sales in Q4. Scan this QR code that's on the screen somewhere, and you can opt in for an audit where my team will tell you exactly what you need to do on every single piece of your listing and your PPC and everything to improve and have a killer Q4. Honestly, guys, this is a killer deal. You get a full deck of like everything that you can do. It's super valuable. I give this away for free. I'm just trying to help people out.